Hey guys, what's up? My name is Shanwein and today pag-usapan nga natin itong naging disbarment ni Secretary Larry Gadon. So as you can see here, ay nasa The Manila Times na it was published last June 29, 2023. CS disbars Larry Gadon. Excuse me about that. But you know what? Um, about a year ago now, no? So, sinuspend nga ng Supreme Court itong si Larry Gadon for verbal abuse against a journalist. Itong journalist na pinag-uusapan natin ay walang iba kung hindi si Raisa Robles. Based dito sa publish ng CNN last January 4 to 2022, the Supreme Court on Tuesday ordered the preventive suspension of Larry Gadon over his abhorrent behavior in verbal video where he launched an expletively rant against journalist Raisa Robles. So ito po ay based sa reklamo ng isang journalist na si Raisa Robles. Now, after, kumbaga nag-react actually doon si Attorney I mean, we cannot call him Attorney Larry kasi siya ay na-disbar na. Si Secretary Gadon because of what Raisa Robles have said dun sa kanyang mga comments, no? So the suspension from the practice of law is effective immediately and to last until lifted by the court. So meron certain so hindi natin alam. Ang minimum niyan as what I understand is, again, depende sa Supreme Court. Meron as long as 2 years or short as 1 month. No, depende yan. So mababasa natin yan eventually sa ng Supreme Court. So far wala pa naman tayong nahawakan ng copy nun. Anyway, it is also said it treated the matter as a formal administrative complaint for disbarment against Gadon, who is seeking a Senate seat in the May election after 2 failed bids in 2016 and 2019. Last month, a video of Gadon spouting profanities and sexist remarks against Robles made the rounds of social media. In the clip, Blair was furious against the journalist, supposedly calling presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos a tax evader. Okay, so ako, I'm not a very big fan of Attorney Larry Gadon. However, in certain instances, I agree with him. But not dun sa point na nagmumura siya at ginagawa niya yung ginawa niya kay Robles. Well, a lot of people know naman kung anong klaseng journalist si Raisa Robles. Sinayang ni Larry Gadon, no, ang kanyang talino sa isang Raisa Robles. It's not even worth it na murahin niya si Raisa Robles. Okay? Actually, minsan nakakasama rin ng loob, no? Bakit hindi kasuhan ng mga Marcoses itong si Raisa Robles? Diyan sa kanyang mga pinagsasabi. Apart from that, meron din history na may something si Attorney Larry Gadon. Kaya tuloy nababalot ng question at mga doubts or controversies ang naging desisyon ng Supreme Court. Though siya ay suspended na, sinasabi rin dito na may potensyal na siya ay ma-disbar. So, isa itong interview coming from Christian Esguerra. No, it's been a year. I think this was a year ago. It was 2 years ago. Okay, so based dito sa interview, pakinggan natin.
Is back? Okay, Attorney Gadon, are you back?
Imagine, he has 82 backlog undecided cases. And for me as a lawyer, that's unacceptable because he is a member of the Supreme Court. If they can dismiss or suspend judges who committed less crimes than the 82 backlog cases, then why not Leonen? Why not Marivic Leonen?
Marvic, sir. That's Marvic. Attorney Gadon?
Yes.
Can you hear me? We didn't hear the start of your response there. Again, I'd like to repeat the question. Why of all impeachable officials, why of all members of the Supreme Court, you're going after Justice Leonen? Of course, you cited the cases, the pending cases before him. What else?
Aside from the backlog of cases, He did not file his SAL-N for many years in UP while he was teaching in UP. And if Attorney Lourdes Sereno was removed from the Supreme Court due to that reason, then why not Leonen? Why not apply it to Leonen?
Okay, regarding that specific SAL and allegation that you have, do you have any evidence? Because I understand your basis was a mere newspaper report.
The
Take a colorful journey of flavors with National's all-new recipe mixes.
Look for the TrueCheck badge and get real prices, real photos, real properties.
Bayu.com. Homes live here.
The beauty with impeachment proceedings, Christian, is that the House has the power to summon documents. So if they can find that the complaint is sufficient in form and substance, and if they can find that there is a basis for them to summon documents, and they can do that. They have the power to do that. An impeachment case is very unique. This is different from the ordinary cases in regular courts.
Okay,
So,
I know that, Attorney.
Sa madaling salita, kahit na hindi ka nakapag-submit dyan ng original documents, the House can still summon it.
Okay.
In fact, we did that during the impeachment proceedings of Sereno.
Yeah.
Remember that the administration or the human administration department of UP were summoned and they were asked to produce.
Yeah, okay. We remember that, Attorney Gadon.
So basically, 2 years ago, medyo mainit si Secretary Gadon kay Justice Leonen. Tingnan nila na ayun, sorry about that. Yun yung isa sa mga tinitingnan nila na baka meron ngang prejudice itong naging desisyon, no, sa pagkaka-disbar ni Attorney Gadon. So, isa ito sa mga naging factor kung bakit nga daw siya na-disbar. So, I saw this short clip coming from YouTube na mismong galing sa Rappler.
Journalist Riza Robles files complaints against notorious lawyer Larry Gadon over a vicious video sexually harassing the journalist. Her complaints against Gadon include 1 count each of libel, cyber libel, and violation of the Safe Spaces Act. Robles says while she supports calls for the decriminalization of libel, Gadon's verbal attack against her was, quote, so egregious or outstandingly and appallingly so shocking and horrific. The video in question shows Gadon, senatorial candidate of Bongbong Marcos, inside a car cursing Robles repeatedly and suggesting she has intercourse with a dog. Gadon attacked Robles after the journalist posted critical comments about Marcos's tax conviction. The Supreme Court acted on its own and suspended Gadon's license to practice law indefinitely. While Gadon already apologized to women who were offended by the video, Robles says the senatorial aspirant never apologized to her. Journalist Riza Robles files complaints against notorious lawyer.
Okay. So, as you heard naman that going back to the article, that Supreme Court actually acted on its own, its initiative. So, based dito sa article na to, the Supreme Court has disbarred Lorenzo Larry Gadon for his misogynistic, sexist, and abusive remarks against the journalist. President Ferdinand Marcos appointed Gadon as his advisor on poverty alleviation, which is actually isa sa mga naging video ni Attorney Claire. Is kini-question niya na dapat nga ba na magkaroon ng appointment, no, o madagdagan ang kabinete ni PBBM. Ito bang poverty alleviation advisor is it is kung ito nga ba ay isang lumang posisyon or isang posisyon na ginawa para lang kay Secretary Gadon. Okay? Gadon's dismissal stemmed from a viral video clip where he repeatedly uttered profane remarks against Robles. The High Court earlier issued a preventive suspension over against Gadon over the issue pending on final judgment. So the court said the video clip was indisputably scandalous, that is discredits the legal profession, and adding Gadon violated Canon 2 of Propriety of Code of Professional Responsibility and Accountability. Canon law imposes a standard the lawyer shall at all times act with propriety and maintain the appearance of propriety in personal and professional dealings, observe honesty, respect, and courtesy, uphold the dignity of legal profession consistent with the highest standard of ethical behavior. So, the Supreme Court actually acted motu proprio, or it acted on its own initiative. No. Now, my only question here is that honestly, I myself bilang isang nag-aaral ng batas, actually katatapos ko lang ng legal ethics. Hindi ko po kini-question ang desisyon ng Supreme Court sa ginawa nilang disbarment kay Secretary Gadon. Ang kini-question ko, now, if you can actually act on your own motu proprio, bakit hindi nyo rin po isuspend or i-disbar yung mga ibang lawyers na una nagpapakalat ng maling impormasyon patungkol sa halimbawa yung vote buying, no, na sinabi noon ni Leni Robredo na tanggapin ang pera ng vote buying. Okay? That's one. Hindi lang naman po si Leni Robredo ang nagsabi doon. Marami rin po. I can name few. Okay? Mga lawyers na sumang-ayon kay Leni Robredo. Number 2, mga lawyers na naguhubad, no, nagtatopless sa kanilang mga uploaded videos online, whether on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, or even Instagram. We have copies of that and we know that they are lawyers. Dahil yun yung pinagmamalaki nila sa amin that they were lawyers that they are lawyers. Okay? Ang nakakatawa din dito sa mga lawyers na to, akala nila hindi kami makakapag-download ng mga copies nun. We have that. Ako personally, I even submitted complaints, no? Ang gusto nila formal complaint. When in fact, you yourself, you can act on your own motu proprio. Kasi if you were able to act on your own with Larry Gadon, then you can also act on your own. Diba? Supreme Court. Again, this has nothing to do with the decision of Supreme Court sa disbarment ni Larry Gadon. Kahit ako, hindi ko sinusuportahan yung mga actions ni Larry Gadon. And if indeed he deserves to be disbarred, why not? Hindi natin kailangan yung mga ganyan na klase ng abogado. However, nangihinayang ako ng malaki kay Attorney Larry Gadon, or should I say Secretary Larry Gadon. Bakit? Kasi naniniwala ako meron siyang angkin talino. And we need lawyers like him. Unfortunately, nagagamit niya sa maling paraan. Diba? Even, no? Ayun nga dito sa isang comment coming from Pau Chief. I saw that one here. Na, wait up I cannot edit this video kasi since I'm not using my own system. Yeah, as you can see, things are quite different from here. Yan, sabi rito ni Public Attorney's Office Chief Presida Rueda Acosta agrees that Gadon's disbarment will not affect his current post. No? Pinag-uusapan nga kasi yung kanyang yung kanyang naging appointment. Right after ng kanyang appointment, ni-release ang balita na siya ay na-disbar. Wala naman po ang function ng pagiging abogado niya. Hindi naman po kailangan maging abogado para maging presidential advisor for poverty alleviation. Wala naman pong function doon na magpa-practice po siya ng law. Okay? He has his own expertise. We don't know exactly what are those maliban sa pagiging abogado. I believe there are so many things that Secretary Gadon can show us. So hopefully, nag-file na po siya ng, what do you call that? Motion for reconsideration tungkol doon. And sana nga, walang kinalaman, walang connection, ang pagkakadisbar niya sa pagpo-file niya ng reklamo laban kay Justice Leonen. Na gaya ng nangyari kay dating Supreme Court Justice. No? Hindi lang siya Supreme Court Justice, but chief pa siya na hindi lang natanggal. 'Di ba? Parang patuloy na ang nangyari hindi siya naging Chief Justice. Okay? CJ. Sino ba yun? Basta yun. Nakalimutan. Na-mention pa lang kanina sa interview. Anyhow, another thing is that kini-question ni Henteveros ang kanyang qualification for that position. And ngayon, kino-call out siya ni Secretary Gadon for a friendly debate. Why not? Diba? Go for it. Nang magkaalaman na tayo finally kung nasaan ang kalidad ni Hontiveros versus kay Secretary Gadon. Marami rin nagsasabi na itong ginawa ni PBBM para kay Secretary Gadon in preparation for the coming senatorial hindi naman, parang it's too early. The 2025 midterm election. We don't know. Maybe he's way better na isang maging secretary over sa maging elected official. And again, sunod-sunod ang kanya pagkatalo 2026, 2029, and then 2022. And now, 'di ba? Magkakaiba yung naging comment namin ni Attorney Claire at saka sabagay, iba naman yung perspective ng aming tinakal. Even Attorney Libayan. But for me, number one, again, if he truly deserves to be suspended, so be it. Kung sinasabi ko nga kanina, the law may be harsh, but it's the law. And walang na-exempt dyan. Ang naano lang ako, he was just suspended. And then more than a year after, siya naman ay na-disbar. Because of, yung mga patong-patong na reklamo against him. Kung titingnan nga natin dito, okay, so Robles filed the following complaints against Gadon, a candidate of senator using under fringe party kilusan bagong lipunan before the office of the prosecutor. So, ayan. Yung mga kinaso sa kanya, Section 15 of Republic Act 11313 or the Safe Space Act, Section 4C, 4 or RA 10175 or the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 and the Article 353 of the revised penal code or libel. So maraming naipatong sa kanya. And yun. And sana parang para namang maano natin yung mga ganyang klaseng Kung si Attorney Gadon or si Larry Gadon or si Secretary Gadon, sorry. All throughout kasi ng pagkakakilala ko sa kanya. So it's a slip of a tongue whenever I call him attorney. Kay Secretary Gadon, sana magkaso rin ang mga Marcoses against sa mga taong gaya ni Raisa Robles na nagpapakalat ng maling impormasyon. So doon lang naman nag-root lahat yan. Yung naging galit ni Secretary Gadon kay Robles sa pagpapakalat ng maling impormasyon. And the other question is it worth it? No? Is it really worth it na nasayang ang pagiging abogado mo sa isang Raisa Robles? Diba? Actually, para sa akin, hindi. 4 na taon ka nag-aral, tapos nag-bar ka. Pag-aaral is hindi ganun kadali para ma-disbar ka. And with Attorney Libay naman, even if Secretary Gadon is not, sabihin na lang natin, a practicing lawyer, wala naman masama doon na tawagin siyang attorney pa rin. Kasi yun yung tunay na siya isang abogado pa rin. However, nag-agree rin naman ako kay Atty. Libayan that don't use that as an excuse, Secretary Gadon. Na yung pagkaka-disbarm mo, parang okay lang sa'yo only because ilang taong ka na rin hindi nagpa-practice. Let's say 8 years since you said 2015 ka pa. Let's just, sabi nga nila, let's call it spade a spade. No? Whether or not ikaw ay nagpa-practice o hindi, isa kang lawyer. And you should be called, if people want to call you attorney, as long as rightful yung pagtatawag sa yung attorney. But now that you are being disbarred, hindi ka natatawagin attorney. You are gonna be plain and simple Larry Gadon or Secretary Gadon or Secretary Larry Gadon. My other question lang is, kung kaya pala ng Supreme Court ang motu proprio, sana mag-follow through din kayo dun sa mga abogado na dapat masuspend at ma-disbar din only because of how they are acting online. Diba? Para fair. Para masabi nyo na hindi nyo siningiled out si Secretary Gadon. Hindi ba? Anyway guys, again, maraming salamat. I'll see you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I-share nyo na rin. I would really love to hear your comments about this issue. Pag-usapan natin. Lalo na po doon sa mga naging supporter ni Secretary Gadon. Or even the haters themselves. Mas masarap din marinig yung mga opinion ng mga legal opinions. I mean, yung mga tao, legal opinions. Yung mga tao na may background po sa batas. Again, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.